Yahoo News, 7th of March 2023. Trudeau wants new investigations into how China messed with the election and whether there are Liberal Party MPs who worked for China as spies. Since his father's time, the Trudeau family has been getting money from the Chinese. However, they have been slow to do anything about Chinese meddling in Canadian politics. On Monday, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said he would hire an independent special investigator to investigate claims that China meddled in the election. He also said 2 other new investigations would examine the same claims. Canadian news outlets have recently released detailed reports based on unnamed intelligence sources that say China plans to mess with Canada's elections in 2021 and 2019. Since those news stories came out, Trudeau has been under much scrutiny, and a recent study showed that most Canadians want him to take a stronger stance against China's meddling in their election. Instead of being a wimp with the Michaels, where China used hostage diplomacy, he stood up for himself. Trudeau told reporters at a press briefing, "I will appoint an independent special rapporteur. This person will have a broad range of responsibilities and make expert recommendations on how to fight interference and make our democracy stronger." Trudeau said that the person in charge of the report would be an eminent Canadian with the power to make suggestions about foreign interference, such as a public probe. The Prime Minister also said that he had asked the Parliament's National Security Committee to investigate the polls' alleged foreign interference. China says it has no interest in getting involved in Canada's internal issues and denies all interference claims. Canada's National Security and Information Committee of Parliamentarians, NSICOP, which keeps an eye on information, will look into it and tell the Parliament what it finds. Trudeau also said he would ask the National Security and Intelligence Review Agency, NSIRA, another watchdog group, to investigate how Canada's national security agencies dealt with the fear of foreign interference. Together, these steps will help us figure out what happened in the last 2 elections, how foreign governments tried to interfere, how Canadian security agencies reacted to the threat of interference, and how information moved around the government, the Prime Minister said. China tried to mess with the election, but Trudeau and the top security officials in Canada say that the results were not changed. They haven't confirmed what the news says. Last month, the Globe and Mail said that intelligence sources said China would rather have the Liberal Party stay in power in 2021 than the Conservative Party. Even though Chinese President Xi Jinping and the Liberal government disagree on many things, the Liberals are seen as willing to do business with China. At the same time, the Conservatives are known to be more strict with Beijing. The tense political relationship between Canada and China has become even more complicated by the claims that China secretly tries to interfere in Canada's affairs. Tensions between the 2 countries grew at the end of 2018 when Canadian police arrested an executive from the Chinese tech company Huawei Technologies. Then Beijing arrested 2 Canadians on spying charges. In 2021, all 3 were set free. Monday morning, Canadian police said they were looking into media stories that cited secret intelligence to see if they broke any laws about protecting information. Sean Tupper, Canada's Deputy Minister of Public Safety, told a government committee last week that Canadian police were not looking into any of the claims that China was involved. The cops said in a statement on Monday that their investigation is only about the leaks of information. The Canadian spy agency also examines how secret information got to news outlets.